Hi, my name is Ivan Morse, and I'm a criminal defense lawyer. Today I'm going to be talking about what we should do in the event we are stopped for a DUI. Or for that matter, if you're stopped for any crime. It's pretty much the same thing. Now, I have a little bit of experience here. Actually, a couple things. Number one, I've been a criminal defense lawyer for almost 30 years. And before that, I was an Oakland police officer. So I've actually seen both sides, and so I know what the police officer is thinking, and I know what you're thinking if you get stopped. And what you're normally thinking is, the police are my friends, and they're here to help me, because that's what we're taught. But as soon as a police officer walks up to your car, and he asks you if you've been drinking, the ball game changes. They're no longer your friends. What they're trying to do at that point in time is build a case. And here's an adage that you probably heard when you were a child. Silence is golden. And silence is golden because anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. And when the police come up and as soon as they say to you, "Have you been drinking?" something has led them to believe that you are drinking. Either they observed a slight weave, or they think they smelled a small odor of alcohol. It doesn't matter. But as soon as they say that, you just need to remember silence is golden. And you need to remember that under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution, under that Bill of Rights section, you have the right to remain silent. So if a police officer asks you if you've been drinking, the thing to do is to say, I really don't want to respond to that. Or you might say, why do you ask that question? But you don't want to answer, and you don't want to say yes. That's the one thing you don't want to do. You're better off just to say nothing. You want to be cooperative. You want to be polite. They're going to ask you for your license and your registration and your proof of insurance, and you're going to want to give that to them, and that's okay. Then they're going to ask you to get out of the car. And if they ask you to get out of the car, they're going to tell you that they want to conduct some field sobriety tests. Now, they're not going to tell you that you don't have to take those field sobriety tests. And they're going to say something to the effect, well, I just want to make a determination of whether you're under the influence of alcohol or not. Well, I can tell you that that's a ruse. That's not true. They've already decided that you were under the influence of alcohol, and now what they want to do is they want to put together a case for the prosecutor so that the prosecutor can prosecute you for DUI. So you don't have to take those tests, and you ought to just say, no thank you, thanks but no thanks. They're also going to ask you if you want to take what's called the preliminary alcohol screening test. That's a little breath machine that they carry with them. It's commonly referred to as a PAS, P-A-S test. Again, now they're supposed to tell you that you don't have to take that. But even if they don't, you should decline. You should not blow into anything at the scene. You are required to take either a blood test or a breath test, and sometimes if they suspect drugs, they're going to ask you for a urine test. You are required to take a breath or a blood or a urine, and if you don't, you'll lose your license for a year automatically. Now, one thing that's very important, if you are arrested for DUI, you need to contact the criminal defense attorney immediately. And there's something else you need to be aware of. In the state of California, as soon as you're arrested for DUI, if you're a California resident, they're going to take your driver's license and they're going to give you a temporary license. That license is only good for 30 days, but you have to contact the Department of Motor Vehicles within 10 days, and that's 10 calendar days. That means Saturdays and Sundays count. And if you don't contact the DMV within 10 days, then what's going to happen is your license will be suspended by the Department of Motor Vehicles. That's something separate and apart from the criminal justice system and what the criminal justice system wants to do. It's unfortunate, but in California, if you're arrested for DUI, you have two things going. One, the criminal justice system, they want to punish you. What kind of punishment are we talking about here? For a first-time DUI, you're talking about up to 6 months in the county jail. You're talking about a minimum of 4 days in jail. So it's very serious. And if you pick up another DUI within 10 years, well, now the penalties are even worse. And that ignores the collateral damage, because if you're convicted of DUI, your insurance rates are going to go through the roof. So if you're arrested for DUI, if at all possible, don't say anything. Remember, silence is golden. And if you do that, we're going to have a much better chance. When I say me, I mean myself and other criminal defense lawyers who defend people accused of DUI. I hope this tape has been helpful. If you're arrested for DUI again or any other matter, remember, silence is golden. Be polite, be cooperative, but don't answer any questions. And in the end, contact me, Ivan O.B. Morse, if you have any more questions, at 925-828-5307. And you can contact me for a free consultation, or you can go to my website at www.ivanmorse.com. Thank you. I hope I've answered some questions, and I wish you the best of luck.